Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Colts are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Texans, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carry for Latavius Murray. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 25. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the gun, here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Murray. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To throw on second down is Love. It's complete to Golden Tate. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
That was second down run for Murray. Fighting him off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, it's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They run with Murray, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. The 40, the 20, 10. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a first down throw. Luck. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Murray. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run here. It's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Watson on first down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And some space here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
To throw on second is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into the...
Latavius Murray, he's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Latavius Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. On the counter, it's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad. On
1st down, Locke looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
10th carry of the game now, Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a give. This is Murray. Latavius Murray. 20. 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Ouch, could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way, like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Out of the gun, Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Watson. And he's got it. Fedorowicz. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Flex round.
On first down, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As Wilson